Hello everyone, my name is Lishi and today I'm going to speak about a question that affects almost every university student now. Should universities ban AI or should they guide students to use it responsibly? My position is clear. Universities should not treat AI only as a threat. They should guide students to use AI as a learning tool with clear rules, ethical awareness, and proper training. In other words, the goal should not be the blanket ban. The goal should be guided use, ethical learning, and no shocking mentally. Let me begin with a simple question. Are students truly learning or are they just copying? This question matters because AI is already part of student life. Many of us have used tools like ChatGPT or to brainstorm ideas, check grammar, summarize readings, or understand difficult concepts. According to the UK Higher Education Policy Institute 2025 survey, 92% of undergraduates reported using AI tools, and 88% had used generative AI for assessment. So the real question is no longer whether students will use AI. The, they already are. The real question is whether universities will teach students how to use AI responsibly or leave them to use it without guidance. If there's no guidance, AI can easily become a shortcut. But if students are taught properly, AI can support active learning instead of replacing it. Today, I will develop my argument in three parts. First, I will explain the learning risks caused by unguided AI use. Second, I will show why strict bans fail and may even create unfairness. Third, I will argue that Gen AI literacy is a better solution because it helps students learn, think, and prepare for the future. These three points all lead to one message. The problem is not AI itself. The problem is using AI without clear educational guidance. Let's share, let's start with the first problem. Unguided AI use can weaken the habits that make learning meaningful. When students treat AI as an answer machine, they may skip the most important part of learning, the struggle to think through our problem. This is called cognitive overloading. Instead of trying first, checking their own understanding and learning from mistakes, students might simply ask AI for the answer. Over time, it can weaken recall, comprehension, and independent thinking. Another danger is hallucination. AI can produce information that sounds confident, but is actually false. For example, research discussed in the speech outline points out that some AI-generated academic references do not even exist. If students do not know how to verify sources, they may accept false information as truth. Our third problem is metacognitive laziness. Metacognition means our ability to monitor our own thinking. The students ask themselves, do I understand this? Is this source reliable? Can I explain this in my own words? But if our AI gives quick answers all the time, students may stop past asking those questions. This is why guidance matters. The students do not only need access to AI, they need to learn how to question, check, and use AI without losing ownership of their own thinking. Because of these risks, some people may say, then just ban AI. At first, that sounds simple, but in reality, strict bans do not solve the problem. They often create new problems. First, bans are difficult to enforce. Students can access AI tools outside the classroom, at home, or on personal devices. If a university bans AI completely, students who still use it may simply hide their use. That means the university loses the chance to teach responsible behavior. Second, bans can create unfair punishment. Some institutions use AI detection tools to catch students. However, research shows that these tools can be unreliable and may be biased against non-native English speakers. It is especially worrying in universities with international students. A student may be wrongly suspected not because they cheated, but because their writing styles look different in an algorithm. Third, strict bans increase confusion. In one professor allow AI for brainstorming, another bans it completely, and a third gives no policy at all. Students do not know that is acceptable. This is why better solution is not silence or punishment. Universities need clear institution, online guidelines, and proper training. This brings me to solution, Gen AI literacy. Gen AI literacy means students are not just told use AI or not use AI. Instead, they are taught how AI works, where it falls, and how to use it ethically for learning. There are four important habits in the framework. The first is knowledge and understanding. Students should know that AI does not truly understand information like a human expert. It predicts language, and that means it can make mistakes. Second is effective application. Students should learn to use prompts to deepen learning. For example, instead of asking AI to write a full essay, a student can ask it to explain a concept, generate practice questions, or give feedback on an outline. The third is critical evaluation. Students must check facts, citation, and bias before trusting AI output. AI should never be the final authority. The fourth is the ethical navigation. Students need to understand academic honesty, ownership, and attribution. They should know when AI support is acceptable, when it must be acknowledged, and when it becomes threatened. All universities teach these four habits. AI becomes less of a threat and more of a structured learning partner. Response AI guidance also brings real benefits. First, it can support better learning outcomes. The point is not that AI magically makes students smarter. The point is that guided AI use can help students revise, practice, and receive feedback more efficiently. Second, it can improve study methods. For example, students can use AI to break down difficult concepts, get generated self-pieces, compare explanations, or practice applying theories. This use still requires the student to think. They are very different from copying a final answer. Third, AI literacy prepares students for the workplace. Many modern jobs already expect workers to use digital and AI tools. If university ban AI completely, students may graduate without the skills needed in the future academic and professional environments. But if university teach responsibility with responsible use, students can become both academically honest and career ready. So, what should we do now for for universities? The first step is to create clear AI use rules across courses. Students should not have to guess what is allowed. Policies should explain when AI can be used for brainstorming, editing, research, support or practice, and we need cross the line into academic dishonestly. The second step is to offer Gen AI literacy training. This could be a credit-bearing course, a workshop, or a compulsory model. It should teach prompts, verification, citation, privacy, and ethical decision making. For students, we also have responsibilities. We should use AI as teammates, not as a replacement for thinking, and can help us brainstorm, revise, and test our understandings, but the final learning must be ours. And when the rules are unclear, we should ask our lecturers, certain that conversation is better than silently taking risks. So, in conclusion, the real issue is not AI itself. The issue is how we choose to handle it. The unguided AI use can lead to shallow learning, false information, and weakened critical thinking. Strict bans can push misuse underground and create unfairness. But guided AI use, supported by clear policies and Gen AI literacy, can help students learn more responsibly. That is why my final message is this. Do not, do not ban AI, do not ban the tool. Teach students to master it. Or AI will not replace students who can think critically, solve problems creatively, and learn deeply. But students who never learn how to use AI wisely may be left behind. Let's choose integrity first and intelligence with guidance. Thank you for your valuable time and attention.